I completely agree. I think that being an IBC practitioner almost by default makes you into an IBC evangelist.
Yeah.
And because, I brought up the Bible earlier, I think that, you don't want to hide your light under a bushel. You want to, once you see it work for yourself, once you see the power of IBC, you want to share it with the world. I would not, and I can say this with all sincerity, I would not be where I am today if it was not for Nelson Nash and the concepts in his book. And that's why I really do. It's not with tongue in cheek that I hold it up against the Bible and say that, man, this is a framework and a way of living that is going to completely rock your world. And if you read this book and you do not walk away changed by it, because it's a complete teardown of everything that society tells you about managing your money and going into, and living your life, essentially. Again, the first 4 chapters, as you guys well know, is all about how to change your way of thinking. And that's just so important. And that's what made such a big impact on me, is it wasn't just another set it and forget it scheme. It wasn't just, just buy this product, do this thing, and then don't have to worry about it. That's why I hate, well, I'm not insulting anyone on this call, but I hate financial advisors, because it's just all about, give your money to me, don't worry about it, walk away, go live your life, and hey, when you retire, well, you'll have a pot of gold for you. What I love about IBC is it puts the banking function back in your own hands, and it makes you a master of your own destiny. And that's one of the reasons why I think I'm a diehard IBC evangelist for that respect. I will fight for the tenets that are espoused in this book, because I think they're so invaluable, and I think that everyone should use it. And very similar to like the gospel message is, you can spread it, but you're not gonna have everyone pick it up. It's fun. It's kind of interesting. It's like it only resonates with the remnant. Maybe 5-10% of people are actually going to pick up the message and leverage its concepts. It's almost like it doesn't seep in, and that's something that that's probably the biggest struggle that I have with IBC, is like, I'm so passionate about a topic that's so esoteric and so confusing that even if you spend an hour on it, it's like you'll walk away and you don't know if you made any headway with the person you're talking to. It's not like Kramer on MSNBC or CNBC, where he's just talking about a hot stock that's going to rocket to the moon, or it's not even crypto, where you're speculating on something that is just could not be a moonshot. This is something that requires a complete teardown of your way of thinking and the way that you exercise your financial well-being.
Yeah, I think sometimes people act more like Kramer from Seinfeld, right? Or they walk in the room and just all disheveled. But oftentimes we've talked about this, that infinite banking can't be taught; it only gets caught. And sometimes we get frustrated as well, Sean. We're showing these investors, like, mathematically doing this, and this is why this will work. But sometimes people don't. They're just not open to the idea.
What I don't know if you're done, but I don't care. What I would add to that is Sean, kind of being in our role, as I've been doing this for a while, is that I often see a lot of times people will approach infinite banking and they introduce to it, and then they put it on the back shelf, the back burner for a while, and then they always kind of circle back around to it. And so we just had a client that I was pretty excited to bring on, because again, it was an example of a gentleman calling maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, asked us every question in the book, and we did not end up working together. And I'm like, man, like, how did that not happen? And then he calls up, several weeks ago and was like, you know what, I'm ready to move forward now. And so oftentimes we do see that. So I appreciate that sentiment.
You want to see the entire episode? Click here. If you want to learn how investors use infinite banking to increase their returns and lower their taxes, click here. If you want to see if infinite banking is for you and you have some questions, hop on a discovery call with us and one of our coaches. The link for that will be in the description.